Hey, what's up, everyone? This is BWalmer or B179, as I'm known at the Acorn Cafe. And I want to talk about something that a lot of people always have been debating about. And that is Gadget Hackwrench and who they feel she should belong with. Now, I know over the past almost 20 years that the series and the franchise has been around, this has been debated a lot. And when people always, keep pairing her up with who they feel she belongs the best with. you know, Majority of the population or fan base believes she belongs with Chip. Now that's a good choice, considering considering that you you feel as though she should follow that tradition that the leader gets the girl. I mean, you take a look at let's say Marvel's X-Men, and the leader there is who? Cyclops, and who does he get? He gets the girl, Jean Grey. Now you might feel as though, hey, that's exactly what should happen with Gadget. With Chip. Chip should get Gadget. Gadget should be with Chip. And it's all because, and this is all due to the fact that there was one episode that came out called Good Times, Bad Times. It involved the character of Foxglove Bat getting with, kind of crushing on Dale, who later on in the episode started to crush on her. Or started to feel attracted to her, let's put it that way. Now, there is also a majority out there of the fan base that feels as though she'd be best with Dale. And I think this all spurns to the fact that, or not spurns, but goes all the way back to the fact that she helped Dale out in Double O Chipmunk. I mean, let's not forget, before Double O Chipmunk, she never ever once put on a dress by herself. She never put a dress on, she never put lipstick, makeup, or anything like that on until that episode to help a friend out. And it's because of that one episode, a lot of people feel as though she'd be perfect for Dale. And also the fact that it seems Dale and her in certain episodes always end up paired off together in a group. I mean, for example, you take a look at Carpet Snaggers, her and Dale on the carpet. I can't think of some other episodes. But then there's also the fact that she gives Dale the most hugs. Now, a lot of fans might say, oh, she's just doing that out of kindness and sympathy. So, oh, yeah, that's true. Some people might be thinking that. But then again, maybe there's more to it. I mean, I'll be honest with you. In the past, and in a way I still am, but in the past, I was always a supporter of Dale and Gadget getting together. But now that I've grown up and matured a lot, I've come to the, I've basically come to this realization that it doesn't matter who Disney puts Gadget with. I mean, she could be with Chip, she can be with Dale, she can be with somebody on the outside. It doesn't matter. As long, and if she's with somebody, right? Or if they just decide to let her be the way she is now. Now, I know a lot of people firmly believe, as well as I do, that had a movie been made the way when it was going to be made, had that been made, that there's a possibility Gadget could have ended up with somebody. I mean, Gadget could have ended up with Puppy Chip or Dale, right? Well, that's just a lot of what a lot of fans would think if had a movie been made that could have been that question could have been answered, because this is a question that's been asked for many years. I mean, ever since the series first debuted, and ever since Part 3 of To the Rescue, when Chip and Dale first met Gadget, that this question has been raised up. It's always been asked. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised that if there's a lot of fans out there that have written to the writers of the show, like Tad Stones and many others, as well as to the head of Disney themselves, to the head people of Disney themselves, asking this question. Now here's one thing I want to know: why would Gadget be who would Gadget be perfect with? Well, in my opinions, like I said in the past, I felt she'd be good with Dale, because Dale has that sort of Aladdin kind of quality, if you know what I mean, and Gadget kind of has that Jasmine kind of quality. Now, how this would work out would be anybody's guess. But then again, like I said, it could be totally neutral. She could just stay the way she is. Right? True. True. She could stay the way she is. But then again, there's other possibilities out there. And it all goes back to the fact that you always had these one-time shots of Tammy and Foxglove that makes people question who she would end up with. I mean, some people are saying she'd end up with Sparky, who appeared in Does Probably Ring a Bell. But then again, that would be a different relationship in itself. As a matter of fact, there's one picture that Dr. Indy, I think, helped out on, where it was kind of like a portrait picture of the Rangers and characters and fan fiction characters so put together. I don't have this picture on me as I speak. Maybe someone that's listening to this on the Acorn Cafe can probably find that picture and post it. But in this picture, in this portrait, we had Lewini with Chip, we had Foxglove with a kind of a melded version of a Chip and a bat together. We had Monterey with someone, we had Zipper with someone, with Queenie I should say. We had the kids, younger versions, and we had, I don't know, Bink with somebody, and we had Dale with Gadget. Now there's another reason. Some people might think, well, okay, if Disney was ever make a movie or renew the series, they'd forget about Tammy and Foxglove. Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. But they'd forget about that and finally put Gadget with somebody. Now I know, like I said, there's a majority of people that believe it would be Dale because of the hugs and the kisses and the way she's always gotten along with him and defended him. I mean, when you think about it, who better? But then again, you can be thrown that wrench and she could be given Chip or somebody on the outside. Now, as long as I've been a fan of the series, I've always had this feeling, and I've mentioned this before in many writings, but I've always had this feeling that had a movie been made, or have a new series be made, and possibly a new series could be in the works in the future, who knows, but had either one of those happened, and romance was put into the perspective of that series, into the outline I should say of that series, then in my opinion, because I've always believed this, and because this is just the way Disney is, and some of you could agree, some of you don't have to, but this is just my opinion, that had Disney made a movie or a series, and being the way they are, they would have paired Gadget with Dale. There's no doubt about it. Because like I said, Dale's got that kind of Aladdin, Hercules, Simba kind of like quality. Well, Gadget has all the other qualities of a Jasmine, a Nala, a Megara, you name it. But that, that's just my opinion. But then again, as I said, Disney could have just left her the way she is. I mean, had the movie that after the DuckTale movie had been made, had that movie been made, or the Rescue Rangers, they may have left her the way she is. No one really knows. But then again, that's just my opinion, and I'm pretty sure all of you have your own opinion of who she should end up with. But that's all I can say about Gadget right now. I mean, she is a very popular character. She's probably one of the most popular characters of all time. And the fact that it's always going to be, and the fact that no matter what I say or anybody writes down, it's still going to be debated of who she ends up with, or she should be with. I mean, I know there's a lot of fan fiction stories that have her with Chip, have her with Dale, have her with somebody on the outside. As a matter of fact, Fish's of Mice and Mayhem has her with Chip, because, Fish has Dale with Foxglove. Well, that makes sense there. And it would make sense if Disney was to renew the series, or revamp the series, or make a movie or whatever, bring Foxglove in to be with Dale, it would make sense. But like I said, knowing Disney and the way they operate, it would have been Dale. There's no doubt about it. It would have been Dale with Gadget. There's no doubt about it. And I'm not trying to be biased here, and I'm not trying to be pro-Dale Gadget. I'm just saying it's the way I've always seen Disney. But that's all I can say, Until, the issue is resolved, there's nothing we can really do. So until next time, peace.